Tavia. Um, Processing some more and getting some stuff off my chest. 2024, 2025, I was going through a lot. It's wild seeing on the news everybody, going through lesser trauma. And it's like, oh, they just need to heal this and that. I was never given time or space to heal. I keep being beat and assaulted and expected to perform. I burnt out. So, drawing back, 2024, 2025, I was in Cincinnati, Ohio, because I was brutally assaulted by my sister coming in my room telling me that she's sleeping with my husband. That had abandoned me for around 7 years at that time. I'm trying to co parent during this time, unaware of all of that. And he's not answering my calls, and she always calls me. I'm a real spiritual person. Similarities be happening all the time. I thought it was weird. I thought I had dreams about her stabbing me in my back, so I thought it was spiritual. I did not think that he was calling her and she was calling me, because weird things like that. Like, I had met this girl. I got this woman's number, and we was talking for some time, and I was like, it would be weird if I just, and I was thinking, like, if I seen her and I looked up and she was in the store, and I was like, I just powered walked by. She had worked at the store across the street. I was going to a different store, so she was shopping. So we were in the same vicinity, but weird stuff like that happened to me all the time. If I think something, normally it happens. Like, on a small and big level. So I was not thinking, I was thinking it was spiritual. I didn't think that they were messing and getting with each other until she said that, and I still don't fully believe that. I really feel like she was just trying to fuck with me. But the fact that she said that, and I've been trying to co-parent, really got to my head. Um, so I was going through that. So that was a lot to take in, because I thought I was going to be with my husband forever. I never want to be with him again. He only disrespected me, only hurt me. Now he's hurting our children. So I did not know that part at the time. I recently was able to speak to my children. My son showed me his mouth after his sister told me that he's being beat in his mouth. He got bruises all over his body. Nobody's doing anything. It was reported to the police. I have video evidence. The police mocked me. So all of this is contributing to my state of mind. People want to treat me like I'm crazy, but nobody take the time to get to know my personality. Hi. So going over my burnout and why I crashed out in 2024, 2025. It was the first time in my life that I was completely alone, like completely isolated from everyone. And it's not safe being a woman living by yourself. So experiencing that, trying to keep it together. Thankful that I had one person in my life out there that was actually coming to visit me, because people were really trying to move real shifty. Trying not to lose my mind because of that. On top of the last time that I seen my daughter was, we were waking up, homeschooling, had escaped domestic abuse, or so we thought. And then as we're having a cooking class, our front and back door and window are kicked in. We look up, 10 to 15 police is standing over us, start beating and tasing us, and further assault. Don't give don't give me my charges for the first 15 days, and then I'm arrested on resisting arrest charges. Now seeing how that was supposed to go, they were never even supposed to come into my apartment. They were never supposed to arrest us. They were never supposed to separate me from my child. I still have full custody of my child. My daughter said that they threw all of her stuff in the trash and she had to sit there and watch. They were gang stalking us. They were causing intentional harm to a not just to me, but to a child. I was getting ready to open a business with my child. That was the second time I had bought everything that I needed and was getting ready to open a business, that the police broke in and destroyed all of our stuff. And it happened a third time. So I was in shock from that happening, having not seen my daughter or knowing what happened to my daughter from that time, to getting out of jail, going to try to get my children. My husband's still not answering any of my calls, and then my sister comes and says, I'm fucking your nigga. I was in shock. My family's taking my pictures off the wall, turning them over, putting them in the trash. I was in shock. Then I was isolated for 3 months because I met someone online that sent me a friend request. We had been talking for 3 months. We were both in similar situation. Her situation wasn't as bad as mine. She was just leaving a relationship that was not good. Not as they still, it was not that bad. So we were going to be getting an apartment together. But then my sister blindsided and assaulted me. So then I was coming in 2 weeks, which made her freak out because we're still technically strangers. I only knew her for 3 months. So she canceled the apartment, but I still came because that was the only person in the world that I had. I was not expecting to live with her. I was going to still get my own place. I make my own money. So I was in shock. This person at that time, probably thought it was weird that I came early. And so at a point, she told me to stop talking to her. So I'm respecting her boundaries. I'm not talking to her. So for 3 months, I was just completely isolated, in shock, all of that. And then I get a message in a call. She called me on Instagram from Erica Mason. I could not talk. I was in shock. So she had been messaging me on Instagram. She video called me. I missed the first 2 or 3 calls. And then she was like, I can't even see you, and hung up. And then she was like, you want to go out for lunch sometime? Would you like to come to my concert, have some fun before and after my concert? And so that was disrespectful. I was like, you're gonna say I can't even see you, hang up in my face, invite me out for lunch, and then say you want to come to my concert before and have some fun before and after my concert, whatever she said. So that was very disrespectful. I don't tolerate disrespect. I waited to give her a chance to fix it because I didn't understand. Like, why would you just ask for my body? I was confused. I didn't know if she wanted to be with me, if she liked me. So I was waiting for her to pursue me the right way. I was thinking maybe she was just scared to pursue me the right way. But then that never happened. She started trying to treat me like a fan. I had a lot of feelings and emotions for her because I had been watching her videos for a little over a year. My family completely isolated me because they were trying to make me, my family always said I was going to be the family slave. So they completely isolated me from all love and attention. They literally treated me like I didn't exist. And so I refused to break down with them. but I needed to experience a non-abusive relationship. So I had, for the past year, had been practicing a safe space with her without, I didn't know that she knew that I was watching her videos, completely did not know that. So I had already built feelings and emotions for her. And then that being physically and sexually abused my entire life, and running from and escaping that, trying to find a real relationship, and the first thing she asked for is my body, and then starts treating me like a fan. So now I'm fighting my own system because my body likes and is attracted to her, and she's disrespecting me. So the only thing I could do was avoid her. I was in shock. I was treated very poorly, and then started being treated like I needed therapy when it was the way that I was being disrespected. And then I was told, because CPS and the police are involved in my human trafficking, I was told one day I'm going to break. One day I'm just going to be dating a whole bunch of people and giving my body up. It's what they tried to build me into, and those are not my morals. And I've never been that way. And I will never be that way. And I could not communicate. And then this person that I like asked for my body. At that time period, I was terrified because the only thing I knew was physical and sexual abuse. And I had actually wanted to be with her. So I was terrified, like, what if I get stuck? Because before that, like, she's the first person I wanted to give my body to. People used to call me asexual because I was completely turned off from sex. I did not desire sex. I was not sexually attracted to anyone. She was the first person that I naturally developed that for, and then she asked for my body, and it started disrespecting me, treating me like I was less than her. And so I was trying to break away from her because of that. It was extreme torment, it was extreme hell. That is not my personality. I was in shock.